Yeah.
I love DC too, and that was a great fight. But now you got a motherfucker waiting.
Yep.
John Jones. And I don't know if you've seen his Instagram,
Yeah.
but this motherfucker's motivated.
And lifting
He was
weights.
whooping everyone's ass 3 weeks of training. What? Now you're going to take coquina away from this motherfucker and drugs and make him lift weights? And now he's going to do a real camp? What the fuck do you think's going to happen?
He's going to have a hard time cutting weight.
Nah. He'll
Is
figure
he-
it out. Nah. He'll figure it out. What? Fuck that.
He looked big, didn't he?
Jacked.
Looks like he's getting ready for prison.
Jacked. Jacked. Jacked, man.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's the best. And
As far as light heavyweights go, for sure. I mean,
it's not close, though, Joe.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love DC. I fucking love DC. That guy, I love working with him. I love being around him. He's greatness at its finest. And, you know, I have a son on the way. DC's a guy I can point to and say, be like DC. He's a good example. He's a great dude.
Right.
He's done it the right way. You can't say that about John, right?
well, right now you can't. But
No,
John's,
and-
he's a young
well-
guy. He's 27 years old, right?
Not that young. But the thing is with DC, he's like the Phil Mickelson. You know what I'm saying? He's like Phil Mickelson of golf. Where
Who's
if
Phil Mickelson?
if Tiger Woods isn't if Tiger Woods isn't around, we're all fucking wearing Phil Mickelson shoes and shit right now.
Really?
Yeah, man. But Tiger Woods is that motherfucker. He was that 1% better and just beat him every time.
Wow. Sucks to be Phil.
I know, man. He's still making bank. He's still making bank, and people love him. But
That's the difference between the UFC and golf.
you're not making that John Jones
second
money.
place. You can still have a private jet. I bet
Yeah,
that dude's
well,
got
ask
a private
Misha
jet.
Tate how number 2's doing behind Ronda. It ain't fun. You ain't sipping champagne with Dana White on private jet to number 2. Wearing Nike and shit.
Well, the disparity between number 1 and number 2 financially is fucking enormous.
In fighting?
Yeah.
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 Fuck yes.
It's fucking enormous. It's like there's no other place where it's bigger. You know?
Yeah. I mean, boxing, you could say that a little bit. Well, not really. 'Cause you look at
Do you know
Floyd
who
and
I think
Pacquiao.
is the biggest threat to John?
I'd
Is
love
Rumble.
to hear this.
Rumble.
Oh, I disagree.
See, I think Rumble, if Rumble gets his conditioning together, and I think Rumble had a real hard time in that Cormier fight, but the Rumble that you see when you saw him fight Jimmy Manuwa, the Rumble that, like, you're smiling. Why are you smiling?
I'm smiling because you're like, man, if Rumble fucking got his cardio together, bro, and fucking got taller and longer, his
No,
reach.
no, I'm not saying that.
You're asking for
I
a
didn't
lot.
say that.
You're asking,
Well,
we said the guy that
reach
fought
didn't
Jim.
help Gustafson when he fought Gustafson. He took Gustafson out in the first round.
True, with a headbutt. But the thing is,
he-
no, I love Rumble. Don't get me wrong.
They
I
definitely
love
did
Rumble.
clash heads, but I think his head got hit too.
I'll
right?
tell you what happens if John fights Rumble.
What happens?
John takes him down, wears his ass out, and breaks him in the second round. Probably submits him or TKOs him.
Wow.
That's how good John is, man. And everyone's like, oh, Schaub's a John Jones nut hugger. Nah, man.
He's very good.
I don't know what to tell you.
He's better than very good. Very good's not even a good enough
I agree.
description.
Yeah, I agree. He's by far the best. Like we have everyone, and then we have John. That's how fucking good this guy is. That's how bad he's beating people.
What if John had the kind of technique that Mighty Mouse has?
Fuck.
Kind of
We're all
technique and
fucked.
footwork.
We're
Can you
gonna have to do
imagine?
like a Rumble match, like
What if in all this
2-on-1?
time off, John Jones comes out and he starts fighting like T.J. Dillashaw?
Oh my God! What?